Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Sulaiman Ibrahim here, Messenger of Covenant, Breaker of Seven Seals. I keep warning you about fear. Understand the nature of fear. That's one of the first chastisements. I wouldn't say chastisement. That's a bad translation. I don't know why they use that word translation. Chastisement in the Quran. Because chastisement is like you're trying to correct something. See? So that's maybe a Sunni idea. That's why you translate it that way, because it's not chastisement. It's instruction. See? We execute somebody, you're not chastising them. They ain't coming back from it. It's not chastisement. Right? That's not even a whooping. That's destruction. So that's a bad translation. Because the disbelievers, they're not being chastised. They're being destroyed. But this is the first, one of the greatest signs. It's hard, it means, probably not even correct to say it's a sign, because if you hit the brick wall, the sign is not really a sign. It's a thing says you hit the brick wall, so it's not a sign. It's like a notice or a fact. But that fear won't be a warning. It'll be an announcement. I should use that. It'll be an announcement. Public announcement. Judgment. See, the thing is, you need, well, I would say you need to, because depending on what side of the equation you're on. But to understand how things work, understand angel, understand the God, you understand how it's creation. See, you talking God create? No. It's Sunni. He says some things that's interesting, but this creation is not really a creation, because creation just means kind of like you bring something out of nothing. No, this already exists. It's hard to even give it a name. That's why the God said, "I am that I am." It's just, we just are. No one started it. No one can finish it. It will never end. It gets your mind boggling. My mind boggling. Think about it. And this universe will never end. I mean, it will never. We're going for it. Eternity is not even a good word. It just go on. It will never stop. It never started. It's been going on forever, and it will continue going forever. Nobody knows why. No one created it. It just is. We cannot stop it. And so we have a decision to make. Right? Do we take and make a heaven out of it or hell? That's the creative part. Not the creative part. Well, I guess you say creative part, right? Quality part. Because the universe quantity is just going on energy. And then God decides, well, you want to make. And that's one of the downsides of energy deprivation, because that's one side of it. And that's only a small portion of it, but it's a hell of a portion of it. And those in it don't like it. And we're in it. But it's a necessary thing to happen, because we would go insane. In other words, if you found out you could not sleep, you couldn't sleep, you just go on. You go insane, because you need a break. You need your mind, And the thing is that energy deprivation is like our death. It's like the sleep of a nation. So we start all over again. So it's like everything starts new. To make all things new. Because if we didn't do that, I mean, you go insane. The whole nation just it's totally insane, because it will never stop. So you start out new. And everything is beautiful again. Fresh. So you go, because you lose everything. So you die. A nation died, lost everything. And so now you can appreciate this new, great, glorious, start all over again. I'm not going into philosophy about it too much, because I really don't like you to talk about it. I don't know what I'm talking about right now, actually. Because it's mind-blowing. Some things you're not meant to hear, some things you'll never hear. But it's mind-blowing. It's just, you can't comprehend it. And so we can sit here and say, okay, and just sit here. No, we say, okay, make a heaven out of it. We just sit there and it just happened, and you go in. Let me move on, brothers and sisters. It's really a headache. I don't even have to think about it because there's no solution to it. Well, it won't stop. See, you know, when you start talking about it, you get outside of logic. Because you say, well, what was the first time? What wasn't the first time? So your logic breaks down, even though it's mathematical. But the math of it is like overwhelming. Because when you get to the math of it, like I said, I should be talking about this. But for it to happen one time, it have to happen every time. Let me move on. I don't even like to think about it because I said, just give me a major headache. Right? Especially during energy deprivation. Right? Because we repeat this over and over and over and over again for eternity. It's just a small portion. It doesn't matter. Right? It's a small portion because the portion you're in it. And you want to be out of it. But fear, great fear is coming. And I already see signs of it. I'm going to try to explain to you a little more understanding of this phenomenon. I know you don't understand it, right? And many of you don't understand it. Many won't make it hereafter, unfortunately for you, right? Because you're caught up here, and some of you like this world's life. Those who get this world of life have no portion hereafter. If there's no portion hereafter at all, nothing, zero. And you understand the math behind that, but let me move on. The great fear is about to engulf. It's already, the so-called wise, they're already aware of it. I'm going to try to explain that a little bit in a minute. So he's the savior. He's going to save America. But you can listen to his language. And look what he's doing. See, they have you fooled. Like you said, I got you fighting all the time. You think, oh, he's tough. I should fight all the time. If he's tough, he would need to fight. See, they have you thinking backwards. That's implied in Mark where it says you're beating yourself. Well, only way you beat yourself, you have to be thinking backwards. Have you thinking backwards? Have you thinking against yourself, against your nation? Thinking backwards. You see things backwards. You see things backwards. And that's why you're going backwards. That's why you're not making any success. You're not making any progress. See, you're making progress for the devils. That's another story altogether, but like I say, you have a great substance. Well, you have it now. Only thing you're giving to the devils. See, it's like if you're a wealthy person, you're giving your money away. It's your money. But right now, you're giving all your wealth to the devils. You have great substance now. Because you're about to leave out. Now, get all of it. You already have great substance. But you had the energy. You know, I showed that picture of those guys that look like a Hulk and everything else. That showed you how the guy is wealthy in energy. He's wealthy in energy. He's just using the wrong place. He should be wealthy in, right? So if you got the angel mind, you're wealthy there because you're the wealthiest person on the planet. If thought is power, you got to understand, like, I had a relative there, you don't have nothing. I said, well, how do you find nothing? I didn't really go into that kind of, I said, I just kind of blew him off. I said, how do you find having something? Because your definition of wealth is having money. Michael Jackson had a lot of money. So did Whitney Houston, where they are now. And apparently it wasn't doing anything for them because they're getting drugs. And money didn't make them feel good because it did. They would still be counting the money. But they was taking drugs. They killed them. I think same thing with Prince. So what's your definition of money? I said those are this world's life. Report here. So you mean in here if you're going to be a billionaire? A lot of money? It's stupid. But when you think backwards, that's why I don't want any. If you haven't noticed, I don't have any followers. I don't want any. I don't want to ask for anyone. I never asked for one. They come to me. I never go to them, ask them. Not one time I asked anybody to follow me anywhere. I just get information out there, broadcast. You decide what you want to do with it. Rather not have it. Because followers, you got to pull them or push them. I don't got time for that. That's the muscle part of the system. They handle pushing and pulling. The brain just transmits. It gets the information, it receives and transmits it to the body. It's perceived internal environment. It takes and translates and says, okay, the body's what we need to do right, to survive, to be successful. Okay? So that's what I do, I transmit. Because followers, I mean, I'm not asked for one, I don't want any. I'd rather to stay away. Because it's just distraction. So you got to push them or pull them. That's energy away from broadcasting. But once you see clearly, you see America is in decline. It was never going forward. It was always going backwards. Everything we're doing is out of desperation. And you're going to see it in a minute. But have you thinking backwards, and they profit off of you. It says, you'll see all nations be blessed, but you had it because you're thinking, you see it all backwards. And you see, you're following demons, and you don't want to follow your high priest. You're doing everything backwards. Because you got a backward thinking mind. You have backwards software. You're beating yourself, you're thinking backwards. So everything you see, you think you're seeing forward, you're seeing backwards. America, you're all. And you think America's strong and powerful when it's obvious it's not. I'm trying to get you to see clearly. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. It's like, UN. I mean, they're so full of it. They have democracy. UN is not democracy. How is democracy? If all the nations say, we think the sky is blue, and Mr. Trump said, no, it's green. And we're going to vote there's blue, and he can just veto it. Boom, that's a dictator. They don't know what democracy when they in power, when they're the majority. But you don't understand that, because everything I say is positive, but you think it's negative. So when if you're a negative thinking person, then negative is positive to you. Negative positive to you. And that was, they naturally think negative. Because everything they do is destructive to them. They don't realize it. My sisters. See? Counterfeit power. America has no power. In fact, they never really did. See? Counterfeit power. We get an illusion of power. Because we use them, as Genesis says, as a furnace in order to purify the nation and transform us into gods. Let's make man our likeness, our image. So he used them to do this. Because Adam, he didn't empower himself. He turned the cross. He didn't empower himself. We empower. So why we empower something that would just be destructive to us? But because you don't understand things, you say, oh, look, man, look all the pressure they put us under. And I'm trying to tell you, was there a positive side to that? How do you create a diamond? Pressure. So you want to be you want to be a diamond, but you don't want the pressure that it takes to become the diamond. And you see constant places in the Quran would say things, and you think you get in there without going to it says, oh, man, I got to go through all that to get into paradise. Because everything is, because you don't understand brain things work, you understand. I keep telling people study pressure, study back. They don't do it. They don't do it. They claim they know this, they know that. They don't know a goddamn thing. Because those are the fundamentals of what it's all about, because it's all about, ultimately, it's just pressure, force. And that's what pressure is, nothing but force spread out. Voluminous. And that's what the universe is. Every action has opposite reaction. Action is force. Every action has opposite reaction. That's fundamental. We understand, you understand the nature of God. And when people try to bullshit you, you understand, think about that. They show they have no respect for you. And stupid people always trying to bullshit people because they can't see above their level of understanding. How can they? A dog can't appreciate mathematics. No matter how good the mathematics dog cannot appreciate it. And stupid people, right, cannot rise above their level of understanding. Their level of understanding is stupid, so they think everybody else is stupid. When you see things that are wise to them, they're stupid because they don't make any sense to them. Why do you make us a lot, man? Why are you fasting, man? And don't you need food to keep going, man? And you know what I mean? Because it's stupid to them. Because, see? That's what I said. The wise would take us to be stupid. Say, we will vex you, a stupid nation. Because what we do is stupid to them. It's totally stupid. All the nations told Dr. Shabbat, man, are you crazy? You don't go do that. You're going to put yourself in really many of them. They're going to humiliate you. They're going to strip you down. They're going to butt break you. They're going to do things to your women. Y'all nuts. That's what they told Dr. Shabbat. See? They thought he was stupid. And now they found that he was wise, but they don't realize he's wise. All they know is he's kicking their ass. How he was able to do that? They never understand it. The people that make it hereafter, right, that don't understand, get injured, they will never, they've been total darkness the whole time. They don't understand what the hell is going on. What's going on here? Because they've been out of tune with the nature, season. When the spring comes in, the winter will not understand it. If you survive the winter, you will not understand spring. Well, you know it means you melt no time have any strength. You turn liquid, doctor, turn liquid, doctor. I can't stay. I'm turning liquid, man. My feet is melting. Okay, I'll put you in the freezer for a while. Go in the freezer. Go in the freezer for 3 hours a day. Get real freeze. That mean I hold you. You think that's silly? That's the analogy, because that's pretty much what they tell us right now. We go, doctor, right? We're trying to deal with the winter. We understand that we're spring people, so we're trying to keep up with the winter people. So imagine a winter person in the spring. He says, Doctor, I'm melting. That's disease, right? How come I melt? I got cancer. You know, cancer's in the Bible. They call it the wasting disease. And it's a European disease. It was not known in Africa, and specifically Africa and Asia. It might have been known in the Orient, but it wasn't known until the devils brought it there. There's no history of cancer in my family except my mother got it because she had a polio shot. But they keep trying to tell me, man, you need to take a biopsy and all that kind of stuff. I told her that the other day, right? I said, the angel's my doctor. The angel said, be cool, I'm cool. Angel's my doctor. Right? I mean, you can't take it out of context, but yeah, you need to understand it. Because you can't go out and jump off a building and say, because the angel going to send them alive. Okay? Because that's what Satan told Jesus, man. Well, if you're the God, why don't you jump off a high building? He said, man, I ain't crazy. Right? An angel will catch you. Well, they might. They might very well do that. Right? But I'm not going to put it to the test. I don't need to. See? But think about it. You're in the spring, and then the doctor, okay, go into the freezer, stay in the freezer for 3 or 4 hours a day, so you get real cold. So by the time you start throwing out, man, you get back in there again. So you just spend 3 hours. Remember, dialysis and all this stuff they be giving you. So you don't understand things like that. So anybody stays there, they go, oh man. They're going to be in cages because they can't keep up. They don't understand what's going on. Some people can't keep up with this technology right here. They don't understand. This technology is not double technology. The quality of it is, but they got control of it. But this came from us. And you don't understand that. Spring comes from us. It was an agricultural system that was into deprivation to the max. The industrial, we start coming out of it. If we start coming out of these things, how would the reality change? If you're in the winter and spring start coming, how does the spring come in? There's just one day, boom, the spring here, things start warming up, and things start melting. There's a transition to spring. So the transition, because when you get into industrial and you go to AI, you get more and more to thinking logic and everything else. That's in our favor. I thought it was a mental war. It's not favor. And we're the best at it. And you don't understand that. We're inspiring this like we're inspiring the music. We're the worst people on the planet. But we got music is everybody bumping to our music. And even the devils they sing, they rip-offs. Was it what Chuck Jackson? What was his name? What Chuck? Chuck Wilson, Chuck something. The one that Elvis copied off of. You got what's the guy there? Vanilla, what his name is? Rapping. You got the devil version. Vanilla Ice, what do we call them? We aspire, you understand these things, and I can't explain to you. I tell you, we aspire this. And they're losing control. The counterfeit power, America's power is over. It started declining. I'm going to go into that in a few minutes. I got a new graphic put together. It took me a long time to put these things together. My systems, like I said, a whole new system. I'm not comfortable with it. I really hate it. The whole system collapsed. So I had yes aspect all day long. Everything is totally different. Everything's totally different. And I'm monitoring everything else, and so far okay, but so I gotta watch more carefully because I might miss something because I gotta pay more attention because I was so comfortable with it before. So I remember things, but now it's totally different. I mean, it's totally different. Everything is totally different. So I gotta make sure I keep up with everything. Check my sound here. Okay. We inspired it because that brought us out. Did we benefit from it? We got out the fields into the factories. And now out the factories to the office. So yeah, your office right next to the devil's now, right? In office buildings. Those of us that paying attention because we're the best at it. So I have all my IT business and I can tell you and I prove it over and over again. Those devils are nowhere near as smart as they try to pretend they are. They make supervisors to watch you because they don't know what the hell was going on. They want these Indians over because they can't do it. Why don't give a job to them? They're doing everything to keep us from getting them. But you don't understand that. But you're going to understand in a minute. So most of what I'm doing is for your future understanding because most of you understand now. And those that claim to understand, they don't understand the damn thing. But they did. They've been producing. They're not. Okay, let's move on, brothers and sisters. See, and the simplicity of this is that if you understand, that's why I keep using that analogy, a very simple analogy. If you go from the spring, from winter to spring, the knowledge of the spring is of no value. The wisdom of the winter is no value. No value is sort of zero. Let's talk about it. So we're transitioning from one reality to another. And the wisdom of this reality is we're going to find. Remember, this is the continuation of 500 years. In America, all you see now is a continuation of 500 years. 500 years. And they're doing the same old things they've been doing. They think, and they were successful. It's like, think like this. Now, I get an analogy, maybe you can understand it. This guy goes to Las Vegas. He's on Lucky Street. I mean, he's got good positive energy, or whatever. Maybe his parents died, or whatever. He got a lot of positive energy. He go out there, man. He's just playing craps. Wow, he's winning. He's playing poker, He's winning. He's playing what's that? What do you call it? Blackjack. He's killing it, right? Roulette wheel's killing it. Now, he's lucky. And all the moves he's making is right. He don't realize that's luck. He think, man, look how smart I am. So he's trying to put this kind of mathematical thing and sell a book. If you do this, you're going to be, look, I made $1 million to Las Vegas, man. Here's how you do it. So he don't realize it was luck. It wasn't math. It was luck. I mean, so everything is math, right? But it was just, because math is, I mean, good luck, positive energy. He had positive energy. It wasn't that he had a mental control. He had positive energy. He didn't have quality energy. Right? Quality energy had been here. He had, like I said, physical, I mean, general energy, right? Okay. No, what I said, right? He just had quantity energy. It was positive. Quality. Money would come from here, right? So he does that. So somehow let's go pay the bookman to go out and lose all their money and he get mad at him. Because he thought, and then maybe one day he's foolish enough to go back and try the same system he did and he lose all his money. Damn, it don't work. Then it made dawn on him at that point that he was just lucky, he was smart. He had a system. See? And so the devils, their power was in their discipline. It wasn't in this. That's why I told me, you got to follow this discipline. We got to send you prophets. You got to follow the discipline because that will give you your power. Because these other people here don't have as much energy as you have. So therefore, you have a lot more energy because you're a Volkswagen Beetle. They mean they're Lamborghini, so they got to use all their money to maintain, but you got money to blow. But you got to use discipline. That's what you get the power because you got the money, you got the energy, but you don't have the power unless you apply the discipline. That's why he told me that apply. You got to follow the law, follow the law, follow the law, follow the law. 10 Commandments, follow those laws. And then you turn in, and they kept slipping because they kept thinking, oh man, look how good I am, man. Now why I need to follow these laws, man. Why I need to pray, why I need to fast, why I need to do all this stuff, man. Look, see how powerful we are. Because they didn't have the wisdom to connect that to discipline. That's what was connection. So the guy said, oh man, I'm so good. He didn't realize that was just luck. See? You understand what I'm saying? So they think, oh, see how powerful we are. Okay. But America's discipline is dropping. Right? See? It's dropping fast. Like a meteor. See? And so therefore their power is fading fast. It just look at it. It looks like power. It's like, you have 1,000 people walking down the street, man. Oh, look how many. Yes, might be many of them, but hell, they may be all punks. It's look like they're handing it together, but they're not going to do any fighting. But that's why it tells you. And it tells you, this verse is telling you right now that they have no power. But you understand these verses. Do you read the scripture? No, you do. But then turn to get yourself. Go, oh, man. We're sinful. We should be punished for what we did. What did you do? What did you do? Right? See, you go back and forth. First it says false Israel, but none of those things talking about us. You see, in other words, you get in the benefit and you take the bad part. Okay, the bad part, that's us. The good part is them. Because everything is backwards to you. It's telling you right there. So you get the edge, you'll start. I know you got the edge when you start, because this is easy. Someone said they should have seen that right away. They should be in there finding verses like this and then explain what they mean. They're not doing that because they don't have. You can't get an apple tree to produce orange. It's not going to happen. And you got to be an angel tree to produce angel verses, angel fruit. And that's how I know you're angel, because you're angel produce angel fruit. If you put in some hybrid, you put some tangerines. I know something wrong there. Because tangerines are a combination of orange and lemons. Right? You supposed to produce an orange, you give me tangerines. And I don't want no tangerines. You supposed to produce oranges. Produce oranges. I want no tangerines, I want lemons. Produce oranges, and I know that you, right? Your orange tree. You give me some bullshit mixed with something else. And this is telling you right here that they're going to be confused. That it backs up what they said. They're going to be in derision. They're going to be confused. They ain't going to be understand what the hell is going on. That's what's going on right now. So we're going to talk that a little more in a minute. See, for it's written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise because the seasons change. I make all things new. There was only, read Genesis, that was only given 6,000 years. 6 days. That's all he was given. And this is the last 500 years of it. The last 500 years, he would really make his mark. The last 600 years, if you want to go to 666 stuff, right? They got that all messed up. And that's what it says here. And there should be signs of sun, moon, and stars on the earth, distress of the nations. Now, when you understand your key, distress, talking about European countries, they're going to be in great distress. With perplexity, that's confusion. That's what fixed what I was just telling you. Their wisdom become, this don't work, man. I was here last time, man. I was rocking. I was blackjack, man. I was rocking, man. I was rocking, man. And all of a sudden, man, I'm losing all my money. I ain't nothing working. I'm busted. I'm bankrupt. I was rocking before, man. What happened? See? So America, we were so powerful 5 years, man. Nobody could beat us. We're doing everything. And all of a sudden, man, nothing's working. Everything's working, not just not working, but it's working backwards. We're in distress now, man, because things ain't, we're going to talk about that in a minute. Things ain't, what we're going to do, man, we run out of fuel. We're in distress, man. Right? And plex, we confused. See, distress doesn't necessarily mean confusion. You can be distressed, you got disease. You know, you got disease that you're in distress, you're not necessarily confused. But perplexity is confusion. See? Stress nations, so it mixes two together. They're distressed and perplexed. Then you got seas and the waves roaring. So the external factors are running after you. In other words, seas and the waves. We know Central Keys talking about China, India. But in general, it's talking about the environment is against you. Everything's against me. And I see the signs and the sun, the moon, and the stars. That's heavenly things. The Middle East. Things have to do with the Middle East. See? When you understand your key, no more Pacific. We're talking about Suleiman. Right? You got Africa. You talking about Arabia, moon. It's all there, boss, isn't it? That's what it's talking about there. You want to see Suleiman, son of man, whoa. And the moon. What's going on? Abomination, desolation. The stars. On the rise, I tell you about that. And all this is causing what? Distress in Europe. All that stuff is causing, what's happening over here is causing distress in Europe. And they confused. Then you got China, India. You see all that right there? They're telling wrong. Then you got China rising up. It's all right there. But you never saw it like that. And I've been explaining to you like that before. You see what I'm saying? And so their hearts are failing. Because, man, they see, oh, man, that means we're losing power. That's how fear is. You're losing power. We're losing power. Because the powers have be shaken. We're losing power. Oh, man. We're losing power. Maybe they're going to do that's what we did to them. We're losing power. So now fear. They haven't lost it yet. They're losing it. They're in great fear. Just from knowledge, they're losing it. What happens when they lose it? Then you see the Son of Man come in power and great glory. Each day lift up. This would be a time of your resurrection. The time when Suleiman, right, Mr. Covet, takes control. It's all right there, brothers and sisters. News. I'm confused. I tell you, I'm going all around circles, brothers and sisters. The system. Okay. Change everything. Be all things new. See, now if you understand this is fundamental. Now you know, if you put fire in the pot, even if it's low fire will take longer, but eventually it's going to boil unless you turn the fire off. Turn it down, slow the process down, but it's going to boil eventually because he's going to build up. What happens? None of us, only thing stop. You had to be able to turn it on, turn the fire off. If you can't turn it off, then you know that's what's for conclusion. Hit the ball. Eventually all the water evaporate, and then the pot just get hot and burn up. If you need fire under it. That's just for conclusion. Now that's how the universe works, because the universe contracts, expands. So that means all the energy is fire, right? So all the energy that used to be here is out there in the stars, all of God. And that tells you right there, it must be very lot of fire. Even the devils tell you that. They say they think the whole universe started with just an atom, the size of an atom. Damn. All that fire in the size of a damn atom. What the hell would that be? But we know that's not true. The Quran tells us, and I've explained to you, the side of Earth. And all that constellation stars, that time, the energy was the atmosphere of the Earth. Say, damn, what kind of pressure was the Earth under? And all that heat. That's why all the elements of the universe in the Earth, because that's how you produce the elements under extreme pressure. That's a sign right there. The Earth is in the universe, like the Quran says. Otherwise, all the elements cannot have been produced. You have uranium, every possible element is uranium, plutonium, iron, plutonium, all of it. We have all of it. Lead. What is that? In abundance. Because the Earth was attached to the universe, was under extreme pressure that will. Okay? So that universe contracted means, as Quran says, momentum in the heaven and earth comes above a sudden. It means Earth is getting more energized. Right? When it was expanding, Earth got less energized. That's why you had famines. You got deserts. I explain always to the desert. You know, the desert was always a desert because those deserts used to be very paradise, lush with life. Because the evidence is that all underneath it, that all comes from decayed biological matter. Millions and millions of years. So I tell you, so the universe expands, so less energy. So then we got enough points, energy deprivation. We have enough energy to do things. Explain to you, you need energy to do everything. Everything you do, you bat your eye, you go to the bathroom, think. Nothing happens without energy. Less energy you have, less good you have doing those things. We got to the point where energy deprivation, we couldn't do anything. But devils didn't require as much energy as we did. So therefore, they had more energy. They didn't have discipline. So they had some problems. Discipline, obey law, obey law. To understand this, all the stuff that's going on, all the things going on in the Middle East right now, right? All the games and this and that. You just cut to the chase and have to pay attention to that. If you understand this. Because they said war would break out. War broke out over a year ago. That was first phase of it. I told you that, the Mommy's desolation. I told you war would break out soon anyway. That's September. Because they said when they say speak in safety, suddenly, that's exactly what happened. They were saying on September, they got tapes. And that suddenly in September, October, okay, Mommy's desolation. The destruction. Now, all the little things that going on over there, little games they're playing, you know, all the mental things, Remember, the Wizard what? They want us to work. But Trump, he was going to threaten him around. Oh, he's threatening him. They said, man, hell with you, F you. So now he's doing some kind of conciliatory record. He said, oh, he's going to make peace. No, he's not. Because the point is that the earth is being energized. It means the heat is being turned up. And being turned up, it means it's a point of power. You understand nature of all the different nations. You understand who's going to be more active in that boiling than others. So we know that this thing's heating up and it's going to get hotter and hotter and hotter. They can try to cool it down. They can do whatever they want to do. Unless they can reverse the universe, they cannot do it. So we know hell is coming. It's boiling. The only one that can withstand all that pressure is us. The only one can withstand it. But we made of pure steel, if you want to put it that way. Everybody's made of copper or aluminum, whatever, and it burn up. It ain't strong enough. That's why the hard cast made us so strong. That's what's happening. So if you like to get hung up in the, you know what I'm saying, this, and they're going to do this, and we're going to take Guam, we're going to take Gaza and all that stuff. You can hung up if you want to. Just keep that analogy, and you know, whatever they do is going to just make things hotter. And they're going to get, and it's impossible, like the lesson say, it's impossible for them to make it hereafter. It's possible to know peace, so they cannot. It says you cannot, what's the word they use? You cannot redeem the devil. I think it's another word they use, right? Can't do it. So you hear Ishmael, all that stuff. They talk all that stuff in the background. You can get lost in the weeds if you want to. But you know, right there, that pot's going to boil in a second. You see the bubbling already. Boiling any time now. When it boils, right? Some things turn to steam. The weakest one turns to steam, by the way. Understand how things flow, brothers and sisters. So you have to get a little hung up in the weeds. Oh man, well, pitch going to make up noise, not called. Everything's heating up. They can't handle it. Because if you got a car crash between Volkswagen Beetles and Lamborghinis, guess who's going to win that crash? Understand, Lamborghini's made of pure steel. Volkswagen Beetles made what? Plastic, whatever. I understand, brothers and sisters. So this is going to, my guess, in a few more days it'll be totally balling. Still trying to do things away. Okay, what I'm going to go through, brothers and sisters, the genesis of Gog and Magog, and show you that they have no power. Their power was limited. All the signs are there. But they interpret signs as they more powerful. We must have power. And even though it's clear that they're not. Because what happened in Vietnam, what happened in Korea, what happened in Afghanistan, what happened in Iraq, what's happening there now. But you don't see it that way. But you think it backwards. They want you to continue thinking backwards. When I got Farrakhan, you catch those that might have escaped. But I say, I'll talk about that in a minute, but see, they control the quality of our wealth. We're a very rich nation now. I don't know if I should talk about that right now. Not there, maybe I will. I'm gonna get into more of this as I move on, but just some highlights here. Like, if you understand that Each one of us receives the same amount of energy. If you understand the pressure system, each one of us has the same amount of energy, whether you're a child or old age, whatever, you have the same amount of energy. It's what you do with it. If you have a bunch of children, right? Well, I'm talking about quality control. You have control over their energy. So say everybody's making $100 a day or $100 a day worth of energy, right? You got 10 children. Okay, well, you control $1,000 a day. You control $1,000 a day. You're using it for the children, or using it for your own pocket, generating negative energy for yourself. But that's what you have control of. That's quality. Except when I have a mini measure there, I make sure I spend all, I never fell in that trap. I make sure my children had everything they want, everybody was comfortable, make sure. I didn't go out and buy no lamp, spins a car, and all that kind of stuff. But we do fall in those traps. But see, us being here, we have a lot of energy that we don't control. So we have a great substance. So the energy comes. We're not applying discipline. They teach us not. Nature is discipline. They have to teach you not to be disciplined. See, we have to teach them to be disciplined. They have to teach us not to be disciplined because we're turning into power and they be in trouble. Oh, hang out, man. Transgender, all this stuff. I don't want you to show discipline. You know, hang out, man. Marijuana. They found out that marijuana, they newly legalized. At first, it was used against you, put you in jail. Then they use it still against you, but now it's hey, man, it's legal. You can smoke all you want. They found it's causing heart attacks in black folks. Everything they can to get you, especially the Democratic Party. Politicians are almost bad. They're both bad for us. They get you not showing discipline. And discipline your family, so women can say whatever she wants to say and everything else. I'm saying, well, same thing with the females. The guys too, but they teach us to work against each other. Right? And you got people's minds all messed up. Tell them, you get that ring on your finger, man. All it feels it's nice sales from then on. That's bullshit. Because you got to mind. I've been there. You got a lot of sisters that get that ring on their finger, also they think you supposed to put in paradise. You don't, man. Something wrong with you, man. They want a divorce. You ain't hanging. You ain't doing it right. Because they think they got a ring on their finger. I mean, I was my demon, and boy, woo. Our objective in life was to control me. And you talk to anybody, even in the military, no one has been able to do that. It's impossible. We have to control with chains. You can't control me here. It never could. They tried. And she ended up giving herself a nervous breakdown trying to do it because what happened? And when you understand that, you'll be the same way too. Because you're free. I mean, you mean birds more free than us? We creator? The free it took with, because we allowed them to do it. That's why we submitted. We didn't have to. We got to say, you had no choice. No, I just submit. That's a command. You didn't have to, because the blitz didn't. So we gave them power. And we sent profit. Where did you get the profits from? They didn't give them themselves. We empowered them because we wanted to see a certain quality result. We wanted to focus that pressure in a certain way. Quality pressure in a certain way. So pressure all kinds of ways, right? You put pressure on things all kinds. Well, that's why he had to be right in the center. We had to take the full brunt of it. We couldn't escape anything. It was hit right in the center of them, right? And by that kind of pressure turns into diamonds. That's someone asked a question all day, and it was a good question. Thank you, question. Well, if there's going to be consequence for what they did, they do good things, so why should it be bad consequence? That was a good one. That was a good one. I always ask people, do you have any questions? No one asked me. I've asked that question before. I wonder why they never asked that question, because that means they ain't paying attention. This person wasn't even an angel. That's a damn good question. Because every action has some equal reaction, right? And sometimes I just let's I had to see anybody, because I know if they don't say anything, they ain't thinking. Because they were thinking they would have caught that one right away. This person did. Okay, you say they put pressure on us hardcore. And that pressure causes transformer. That's the reaction rate, right? Yeah. Then what's the problem then? There should be no problem with us. That was the reaction. So how are we going to do anything to them now? Because, I mean, they did this. We transformed. That was the action. That was the reaction. So how's the consequence against them? How will the consequence against them then? That was a good one. So, okay, you got me. No, you didn't got me. Just, I'm glad you asked the question. I think somebody's thinking out there. I know no else is. Because when you're thinking, you also answer questions. I mean, good question. That was a good one. That was a good one. Right? Let me explain to you. See, that's another level of math. I think you understand. A distraction. Take calculus, you'll never get it. And this gets to what I'm going to talk about now, but I'm not going into a lot of details. And maybe I should say I'll talk about them one time, maybe in the near future, because it's more advanced. But it's simple when you understand it. Okay. They put that pressure on us. The reaction was hard cost, return to nurse. Case closed. That was the reaction. The reaction was that retaliate. Transform was action. The action caused transform. That's the action. They're equal. Right? But when does that happen? You see. That happen. Okay, now, once that happens, then you transform into something else. Now all of a sudden, right? Your mind is on that next level. Right? Now you're transmitting on a higher level. So, okay. You was transmitting on a lower level than them. Right? So they was able to put that pressure on you until the same thing happened to them. But I did talk about this another way. When it happened between them, I say she's a big problem, Muhammad, because the pressure they put on them caused them to transform. Once you transform, okay, now case closed, it's equal. But now you transmit on a higher frequency. You was transmitting as a coal before. Now you transmit as a diamond. So going forward from there, right? That means they're going to resist that. You see? Because now the war is on. At first you was taking all hits. But now the war is on. Because now you're transmitting. Before they was transmitting to you, causing you, but now you're transmitting. And they're resisting. That's where the walk, that is where it comes from. See? Because they've been resisting. The point is, the transformation was finished. I told them we started rising in the 1860s. Master Muhammad showed shortly after that. Right? So in other words, now we transmit on a higher level. Oh, okay, remember, because we're different. We transmit music. We didn't change anymore. Right? We want every 50 years it got so right. That's what we're changing them, and they're resisting it. Right? So that's the difference. That's where the consequence comes in that, because the resistance wants to transformation is causing the resistance. Because now you transmit on before. Remember, they was transmitting forcing you. Of course, but now you're equal to them. When you transform coal into diamond, remember, I know I've told you before, I said, that's what I said happened to Sunnis over there. I said, they put pressure on it, Europeans was transformed, the whole system, everything else. Then Sunni had no more power anymore. They transformed, they're equal. And then the devils, they used the energy from then on. So they was overcome after that. Then they overcome, if you understand that. That's where it comes from. In other words, it's been building up. This dam has been building up. Since transformation took place, we start coming out of it. Holocaust. When the agriculture age, when the industrial age come in, right? So we start coming out of it because we're already transformed. Now we transform a higher level that's greater than theirs. Because remember, at the point that we transform, we're equal. But we're diamond now. Then we transmit on that level, which is greater than theirs now. From that point on. And they're going to resist. Remember, as it's greater, it means it's putting more pressure on them. It's crushing them. Slowly crushing them. Right? And their resistance is going to stop trying to keep us trying to be crushed. And so it builds up greater and greater and greater and greater and greater. Maybe you understand, maybe you don't. But I'm going to talk a little bit in this here. Maybe you understand this way. It was a good question. I hope I explained to him, but I didn't say anything, so that's a good question. So he said, okay, well, if we would transform, yes, but I was kind of curious. So, well, but see, here's the mathematical background. That's where it was coming from. He said, man, hold on. You said every reaction has a reaction. But said the reaction was we had transformed, so isn't that equal? Isn't that done? Yeah, it is. What's your problem, man? Okay, well, let me take you to the next level and explain to you. I did explain that when it comes to students. That's what happened. Europeans put so much pressure on them, call them to transform, and they had no power anymore. So how can you? But the point is, now they was transferring on a higher level, and so now you got the Sunnis resisting them, but they question the Sunnis. It's the same process with us. But we're going to take much more powerful than that, though. And I keep getting wrong stuff over here. Okay. Okay, now see you can follow this, brothers and sisters. It's a graphic here. And see, let me make sure I got it right here. Okay. It's not perfect graph. Like I said, it took a lot to put this together. So I'm talking general, so I'm saying no nasty grams. Okay, he got Europe basically. And I'm putting bridge, but that's the old Rome. This is chapter 20 of the angel, right? It says what happened was the rise of Muhammad's Islamic Empire, which I was just talking about, put pressure on them for 1,000 years, locked them down. They was locked down into Europe. They had to come with new, because they was like a feudal system. They had to come with new system, everything to deal with that pressure that was they had put on them by Abraham's Islamic Empire. So they had them bothered for 1,000 years. Okay, the rise of it. And then 500 years ago, right, the rise of Christianity, right? Sealed Bible. Because at that point, they wasn't in the sealed Bible. Okay. Remember, and the Quran is a reflection of the sealed Bible. That's the moon and the sun, right? But they weren't under, because they was under Catholicism. They wouldn't even allowed to even read the Bible. They was read the Bible. It was the monks and the kings and stuff. A lot of people couldn't even read it. They didn't call themselves Christians either. It was Catholics. Catholic and Christians, two different things. So 500 years ago, they wrote that represents the sealed Bible. Well, it's Adam. It's Adam talking about, right? And then God burst out and took control of the planet. That was the first empire. There two horns in the ram. He controlled the entire planet. Okay. Awesome. That's the rise of God 500 years ago. That's what it says in Angel, chapter 20. Okay? They broke out, and And Sunnis have no control of them anymore. Now they get control, but the Sunnis been resisting their control, right? And everybody else is resisting too. Right? Not to the degree Sunnis are holding resistance, but we submitted, right? Okay, use this new system. I keep doing the wrong thing here. And then 100 years ago, right? Well, not quite 100, a little more. Right? They probably start receding because now Gog is rising. It was two world empires, Gog and Magog. There's two horns on the ram, America and Britain. So they start receding. They start losing control. This round of World War II, they start losing control. They start losing control before that, but most start their empire started declining around World War II. Right? Around the same time they set false Israel. Time Elijah Muhammad on the scene. They start declining. You understand? Because you got another powers coming on the scene. Because they caused the transformation that brought America into existence. And then, now they're the second power, Magog, and they bear rule over the whole planet Earth too. Two world empires. Okay? They set false Israel. Follow me? Then what? And now their power is receding. And you got the rise of the Shia. And the rise over here. Now people starting to come together. Suleiman's on the scene, going to bring them together, mess with the covenant. So their power is declining. They had power over the whole world, and now their power is restrained to America and trying to hold on to the Middle East, because the Middle East is the fuel this empire. You understand what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? So they lose control. That's fear. See, and the more control you lose, the more fear. So they lose control. They're not powerful. They're not getting control. They're losing everywhere. They're losing more dramatically. But they have to think they're powerful. But they're losing because they had all those. They control all the nations. Britain had control of Africa, India, China, all of it. The Americans came right behind them. They were superpower for the last 56 years. They go from what England had, or Britain had. But now they lose control of it. They try to maintain control because part of the reason why they control of it is part of the reason why they, so wealthy. I said they take control of our energy. They have control of it. And we're giving it to them. And they're taking resources from Africa. You see right now, that's why he's open with it. We need to take the resources from Gaza. They take some resource. They actually want the mineral wealth and everything of Gaza. They want the mineral wealth and everything from Ukraine. They want the mineral wealth of China. Panama. And they don't get it. They're in trouble. They're trying to, because they need these things to stay rich and powerful. They're losing discipline. And also other nations start rising now. Because if you don't control something, if you don't control yourself, someone controls you. So they lose control because somebody else is gaining control. It's not no vacuum there. So other nations are gaining, China's gaining control of this region. There's getting more control. Iran. So it means, because there's no vacuum there. When things lose control, no thing. If you lose control yourself, someone else got control of you. So how do you know if anybody got control of you? Control you over yourself. My wife, she made me mad. Okay, she's controlling you, ain't she? I can't get control of her. Why? Because she's controlling you. It's supposed to be mutual cooperation, but you're trying to get in control. Why? Because you're losing control. Or you would be trying to get control of others. So America's losing control. That means fear. So that's why he got Trump. We're going to get control. I'm going to get control for you again. So he's down. I'm going to do all this. I'm going to clean this up. Wait a minute. You need to clean up something that's dirty. If it's clean, you need to clean it up. But you take it backwards. America's so great, why has he got to clean it up? Why has he got to stop corruption? I mean, it is corruption. See? Because all things filthy. But they tell you, oh, we make America great again. And the statement is tells you something wrong. That means America's not great now. And then the question is, when was it ever great? That's what I'm sure. America expands in power. Having power. So, and they lose the power here because you have a great war. Because once we wake up, they don't control our energy anymore. It's like, here you are. You got 10 kids, man. You get 1,000 years of energy a day. So you got 10,000 years of energy a day. You work, man. I got house, I got stuff. You're not using it for the children. Using it, share about how good you are, man. I got look out this morning. I got me a Lamborghini, man. I got me a Corvette, or I got me a Jaguar, whatever, right? But that's money belongs to your children, but you have control of it. Now, fronting how much you can do is do everything else, right? You see what I'm saying? But what if the children one day just take off with mom? All of them. And all you get is $1,000 a day. So you can't pay that Lamborghini. You can't pay for these things anymore. Everybody make you exposed. See? But we're a rich nation right now. We will be in this situation for 20 years. They just say that we'd be suffering for 20 years, say we'll be afflicted. They said we'd be in this situation, we'd be locked away for 100 years. And we start coming out of it by definition. You can see it, look at it. We start coming out of it in the Civil War, 1860s. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show the shortly after. We're coming out of it. But it's still winter. But it's not warming up. See? So it's hard to keep us under control. They send your industrial jobs use the best at overseas. Hard to keep you under control. And you put more and more fear in them. There's more control. They already got a black president, even though he wasn't one of us. It's still in their minds. That's a no-no. So the trouble comes, he's going to save it for them. Why you need that? Because they're in trouble. They're losing control. And we're gaining control. And that's why fire come there. That's whole idea was, oh man, you don't need this stuff, man. America, that was got it. Well, so forth, so on. To keep you home here while I control your wealth. Because if you leave with mama, I can't pay the bills anymore. With your money. Controlling. Mom's controlling now. Man's controlling now. Oh. You see what I'm saying, bro? Control it. They lose control. And the source, I said, the Middle East has two major components, points of interest. The fuel that fuels this whole reality that Europe is totally dependent upon. And forces over there to keep us from united, gain that vision. Okay? And so America has to keep that under control and lose that. That's a major loss. Economic collapse. Social unrest. Because these black folks no longer can be under control anymore. They be throwing them in jail, that kind of stuff. That nation now, we're independent, but they still right here amongst us. You have that. But that's a total destruction just on those two levels right there. The religious thing and the fuel, economics. Both of them right there is locked into the Middle East. America's something that over there that's putting extra fear in them. They come out nuking Iran, nuclear. Something they see. But we know from that pot boiling, there's nothing trouble. Always send a letter, we can reconciliation letter. He can do whatever he wants to say. If you understand the pot boiling So they get told we're gonna have peace, they can have nothing. It's heating up, it's gonna ball. It's gonna ball. I see the bubbles already. So what you see here is now you got a war between America and because you move to war. When you have conflicts, they finally building, first you're arguing, then you're pushing each other. You're just slapping this thing, man, you fool. Shoot, doing blows. And somebody might go worse and pull out a gun. It gets worse because it's happening here. What's going to break out? Like, why I said city great army, this says city great ball team or what you call personality. It says army, city great army. But if you got a city great army in America, and you got an American army, and both contrary to each other, and what's reflecting, what you think will happen? There'll be a war. See? The angel tells you, but it don't tell you directly. See, that's why you got to start reading. It'll say, you're going to be at war. It said, you're going to see the great army. It says, you're going to do what it's done to you. What the hell you think that is? That's a goddamn war. Right, because I said directly, let me get the add up. So here you go right now. Iran's growing in power. And it's threatening the two things that most America, most of Europe, the oil, and that lie about false Israel. Destroy our vision, keep us from uniting, like I just told you what's going to happen. So they said we got to put a stop to it. But nuclear weapons, they must think, hey man, rather than not going to do something with it makes it, we better move hard and fast. Could it be that just, no, I ain't going to even mention it. I mention it, but they see something, it scared them. That was right there. They see something, anticipation, talking about nuclear weapons. Okay, yeah. I got used to this, bro. Since okay, I got these two computers and I keep using the wrong one. Okay. And then they kick America's ass, doing them a double, then leave. And that's when the gold comes in, America, China, India. I put the demons in here, I just talked about the demons, I just walking us through. Because I mean, I could might be very detailed, I've been notes 5 hours putting this together. So now America's be at war here. It's the ram against the goat. At that time, those that make through the tribulation, if they do, they're back at home. Right? Iran is powerful. They run the Middle East at that time. And then they set America aflame. Take America down. Take it aflame. And you see Britain over here, they're in flames. And they see Africa rising. And the sun exerts itself. America's gone, Britain's gone. Europe's in flames. Goat's still over here, eating their flesh, taking out with fire, as I said. The nation of Islam is home, Arabia, with the Lamb and the elect. Africa's rising. Then what? Okay, what's happening here? Yes, that war with Africa, I'm not sure. I think I missed something here. Okay, and then Africa and the goat gets into it. The lion and the goat, remember he's called a lion also. Because they had twin brothers, Esau and Jacob were twin brothers. They get into it. Oh no, I got that wrong. Okay, that's a mistake here. I missed something. Yeah, I missed something here. Yep, hold on. I missed here. Okay, yeah. They get into it. Africa and goat. And the goat get into it, right? And then Africa and we get into it. Esau versus Jacob. Get into it. But these are the wars. And then they're gone. Now, the bottom line I'm showing you here, brothers, is that the Europeans were pioneers that had control of the whole planet. And now they're in recline. And then they decline. They're getting weaker and weaker and weaker. America's not getting stronger. And weakness is getting worse and worse, especially since 1948, since the fall of Israel. They're going weaker and weaker and weaker. You understand? As they get weaker, more fear because they lose control. And right now, they're at the point where America's control, they've lost control of every place else on the planet except the Middle East. And because two main things in there to keep us from uniting, after this false Israel, that lie, and maintain the oil that they need to maintain reality because all it's all. And so they knew they had to maintain control. That's why there's so many bases over there. Right? There's so many bases, so many troops and everything over there. So that's the reason because they're trying to hold on. You understand? They're losing power. They're trying to hold on. They're losing power because other nations are rising up to the relative power. Plus, their discipline is declining rapidly. They got to say New Jersey now. I mean, this is the same thing I've heard of. If you have a baby there, right, you got to say whether that baby is queer, LGBT, or whatever. Or wait a minute, this is a baby. Can't see it's male or female? But you have to find someone else. When you lose discipline, right, part of losing discipline is right here. You lose this. Our minds are much powerful. Our brains are much powerful, more powerful than theirs. Discipline comes from the brain. Most of certain things, brain, right? The logic of it, right? Self-preservation, right? That's fear is based on all of that. But they don't have that powerful brain. They don't use much logic. In fact, it says no fear of consequence before their eyes. The fear of God for their eyes. They don't have much. You have to keep. We're not sending more props and messages to them anymore. So they're in free fall. And it's boiling. I mean, it's piling hotter, hotter, hotter. And so now they get ready to go up against Iran because they have no choice. Because if we do it, we're going to collapse. If we don't, we collapse. If we don't do anything, Iran's growing, we're going to collapse. Because they're going to take out false Israel, they keep growing, and they're going to cut the oil off. That's their state of goal, right? They're going to get rid of false Israel, and they'll control the Middle East and control all. So that means our vision comes back. We get a vision, and this society that we hold on to is crushed. That's if they don't do anything. Because Iran's going to take control of the Middle East and take out false Israel. They want to do something. Well, they do something, they're going to hit Iran. But they miss. Right back to square one again. That false, now they sped up the situation. Is that why I said days cut short? They sped up because they waited. Well, they take 10, 15 years for that. Now they said, no, we can't wait, we got to do this. So what if they go ahead and miss? They take and miss. Then the same scenario again. Iran got control of the Middle East. They down false Israel. So they lose on this. Either way, they lose. What they can win is they have to take out Iran decisively, quickly. Decisively, quickly. So they can spare false Israel and spare their resources from reality. Remember, they have to take out decisively and quickly. Is that a nuclear weapon? Decisive and quick, right? They can't go no longer on our war because they're losing. They lose. You understand what I'm saying? So they don't have any choice. They got to do something. Got to do something. Because this thing is not going to dissipate. They get people in there. Okay, oh man, come in. I'll go to the store and do all this stuff, right? Let's forgive them. Come on. Get on the case, man. Oh, you don't say nothing. I'm drooling the counter. I'm still crapped in the bag, man. Would somebody please go change my bag for me? Okay. So Ishmael, oh, see, it's just this skin here it's about some bullshit. So stupid, but it ain't about that. And you skin one skin lighter than me, yeah, because your mom was a demon, damn devil, right? Oh, skin lighter than me, that's bullshit. But we brothers, because you want it right, you fight for Jesus, and that goes totally against the lessons, 100% against the lessons. There's nothing they say there that they can find confirmation for in the Bible nowhere. If he says Aaron, what did Aaron do in most absence? Then Peter was cutting people's ears off every time they would. Anybody listen to what these would say, he would cut their ears off. They couldn't hear it anymore. That Peter was doing. On this rock I build my church. This hill will not prevail. If you read, if you got it sense at all, if you can read, it tells you that say the gates of hell don't prevail. That means they fail. They fail. That means the gates, that's the horde of heaven, hell, comes running to your church. That's exactly what's happening here. And that Farrakhan is on his deathbed. He's not going to die. I told him that years ago. They said what's the was going. He's down. He's down now. He's down with the cow. He ain't coming back. I told you that months ago. Everybody didn't believe me. I got some bad no comments on that one. I said, Farrakhan, I got to do this. I got short again. I said, Farrakhan, but then diagnosed with Alzheimer's. You ain't going to see him no more. Messed up. You heard from him since. They have a so-called social thing. Who the Lord consumed, spit his mouth. Hopefully it's being consumed live. Oh man, we got favorite day. And then they showed a picture last week. It was last week or before that, a so-called tent they had out in the parking lot. You'd be lucky if you put 20 people in there. They had 6,000. You're lucky if you put 20 people in there. If you go back and look right near the end of it, I believe it was in, they showed a picture. I believe it was in, it might be the beginning. In the parking lot, but they supposed to have a tent out there. They're drying up. They're about to destroy it in a minute. Now you know. Let me speak this one thing. I'm going to close, brothers and sisters. See, if you study Andrew Key, it tells a lot of things that you don't really pay attention to. Because you got people like Ishmael, those. See, they ain't demons. And they can make it to here. All the demons, no demons will make it to hereafter. So they all burn up. We got those other ones that will make it. Right? And they're an angel. But they better stand with the angel and cause all kinds of problems. And they will be everlasting shame and torment. Oh, they will be. And then you got these people that want to dismiss what they did to us. Oh man, that was in the past. Okay. Well, we're gonna use a tyrant. He's gonna inflict you, we ain't gonna rape you and that kind of stuff, but you're gonna inflict you, and then so you didn't appreciate what happened to our people, and now you want to fist bump with the enemy, so now you get a taste of it. See how you feel now. This is not a game, brothers and sisters. The hell to pay. Trump says, no, it's going to be hell to pay, all right. Terrible time. If we're at the threshold of right now. I'm talking right now, brothers, to show you what's about to happen. No one's telling you this information anywhere. No. The winner's going to get. A lot of things I can tell you, I can't tell you because we're telling them. But we're at the threshold, brothers and sisters. If you keep in mind, you're paying attention all about that pot boiler. Nothing they can do to stop it, nothing. So they can talk back, oh, we're going to get peace, we're going to do it. You can listen if you want to. I only even listen to it because I have to get this information to help. So I talk about these things, but the way I see it, I don't. So that's why I said recently, I'm not sure you can go tape broadcasters. I says where everything needs to be said. So if you make it, it's on you. Nobody's going to do it for you. You got to climb the ladder yourself. And you can make it stand up or you can make it down on your knees. Because you're able to get through this. because you use the 5 pillars or whatever, but you'd upgrade to the angel. Okay, well, you set yourself up. You'd be locked in a cage. Everlasting shame and appallment. Let's see what else got here. There was those. Oops. See, okay, I can use this thing, brothers and sisters. Yeah. Not petition. I think I'm leaving there, brothers and sisters. And some notes and them close out. I get it. Yeah, all this nuke talk, we're still talking about it now, brothers and sisters. What's nuke talk? Well, maybe you hear some, see what he's saying. There's not been nuclear war, brothers and sisters.
As a neurologist, I highly discourage the use of simple and monotonous games for mental stimulation.
Well, as usual, we did this for Israel. Almost everything we do in the Middle East these days is done on behalf of Israel. And the fact is that what's happened here is that the ceasefire between Israel and the Palestinians in Gaza has broken down, and the Israelis have gone back on a rampage. They're, beginning to execute the genocide once again. And the Houthis have said that as soon as that happened, they go after shipping in the Red Sea that was aimed at Israel, and they would also fire ballistic missiles at Israel itself, and that's exactly what's happened.
What are they trying to do to prevent goods and supplies and commodities and oil making its way to Israel?
Yes, I think it's largely symbolic to...
Okay, well, anyway, this caption here is U.S. and Israel plot makes scare in the world in Middle East. And I should play, but I'm not. Middle East, Iran use nukes. So it's a nuclear war over there. It shows desperation, brothers and sisters. If you get the point I'm trying to explain to you, right? America, remember, they had world power. Britain had, now America, and now losing it. And that's why they became so rich and everything else. They was controlling other people's wealth. They was controlling the wealth of Africa. They controlled the wealth of China. They was the wealth of all these countries. They control our wealth, but now they lose control of it. So that means murder. That means, like the man, say he had all his children, so now he's poor. You don't have control of their children anymore. Their wealth. And they won't tell you that's why America's $32 trillion in debt. That tells you right there. So they're in trouble. They're desperate. The only way the politicians, right, they live off a lie. They tell everything's okay. Like you tell your family everything's okay, but the family money, you borrow money that you have to pay. So right now, everything's okay. And then all of a sudden the bank, the note comes due. And now you lost your home, you lost your food, your homeless and everything else. You're doing good, but you didn't realize you were doing good off of money that you didn't have. That's happening in America right now. And so they're desperate to get back control. That's why Trump said, we got to take all this stuff back. Canada, come out. We got to take Greenland. We got to take the resources because they're trying to get back control again. Because somebody's going to call that debt due in a minute. And the whole economy's collapse. And they're going to be the first ones. Remember the French Revolution? They took the king and all the people, the guillotine, and chopped their heads off. So we're worse than that here. Let me say it one more time and close, brothers and sisters. What you're seeing is, when you understand it, America's going phantom power. They're living off of credit. Right? And right, they're desperate. Because that sooner or later have to pay off that credit. That's why they attack the dollar. Because if they attack the dollar, it means America's got to pay its debt. If they pay off $32 trillion, they can't afford to do that. They can't. They're totally bankrupt America. They don't have it. Right? Like I said, the man, he said, okay, we're $10 million in debt. Families roll rocking. They don't know that. Bank calls up, okay, man, we got to sell a house, we got to sell a car, so pay that debt. We're going to be homeless, we're going to be starving. But they didn't know that, it was rock and rolling. And they going to kill dad when they find out. That's what America's state right now. And so they are just desperate, oh man, I need to rob a bank or something. I got to do something, man, because that bank calls it. I'm in trouble, that family going to be, oh man, I got to rob a bank, I got to go and steal, I got to do something. That's what America's right now. So I can't wait, my family wake up. It's false Israel. Can't these black folks wake up? I'm controlling their money. I can't let mom leave with the children. Because then it's real bad. Okay, if mom leaves with the children, right? Okay, I was controlling their wealth. Say it was $1,000 a day, right? 10 of them, that's $10,000. Now, I don't have that. And plus, now I'm going to lose the house, everything else. I only got $1,000. I can't, in no way, I could pay this debt off. I couldn't. Maybe if I had the children here, I could use their money to pay some more off. At least pay the payment. So I chose here, I had $3,000 a month payment. I still wouldn't make the payment. But now they go out, I make $1,000 a month myself. I can't make the payment. I'm desperate. I need to do something. You understand? I got to keep your children from leaving. Keep black folks. That's why I didn't want to let them go. Let them go. I can't let them wake up to what I'm doing. I'm using their money. They're rich, but I'm using them. I'm keeping everything I can to keep them down. I get them find out because they're turning against me. You understand the simplicity of it, brothers and sisters? They got to do something. Attack the banks if they can. That's what's going on here. They can't say it, but that's exactly what's going on. They're losing power. They're getting afraid, and that's what happens is that the man, he's going, he's wearing what he's wearing. Oh man, what I should do? Right? And all of a sudden, man, all of a sudden he gets noticed. Right? And the bank is calling it alone. There's great fear then. Right? Because maybe the bank keep lending me money. Same thing. When false power is broken over there, they see losing control. But the Middle East, that's the last bastion of power. Fear comes, economic fear, total collapse. Spiritual fear, because now we can't control the family more, because these niggas, they got rid of, we can't control it no more. And you understand what I'm saying, bro? So I'm trying to make it simple for you. Leave it there. I can make it simpler than that. This is mostly for when they know I wakes up, because most people out there right now, it says they're dead, deaf, and blind. Right? And that's when I look at any followers. Right? Anything like that there, because like I said, followers, you either push more, pull me all the time, either one. Right? So, I'm putting information out there. It says at the right time, people be ready. Right? But those resistors been standing in my way, troubling me, resisting. It's called son of man out there. That fool boy. And he not gonna be the, I'm not even gonna get into that. Ben X and all that. You don't understand. Here come the lion. Okay, oh man, I'm still here. I don't like this new system. I don't like it. Oops. Okay, brothers and sisters. I'm gonna leave it there. Assalamu alaikum. Mm.